hiatus out of New Jersey. He is back, and he is here in strong fashion as well.
So it's apple picking season.
Yes.
I have a couple days to go apple picking with a few people. Now, so I went to a spreadsheet to check out which apple orchards, I should really hit up, right? And I'm like, okay, what's the ranking here? Sweet Tango is his favorite, but I'm starting to question his methodology when he doesn't rate Red Delicious as the worst apple ever. Palm is the worst one on his list, but Red Delicious, I've never had a good Red Delicious.
Me neither, if I'm being entirely honest. But that list is entirely subjective. I think there is something to be said for somebody who enjoys apples so much. However, it's still up to personal palate and all of that. So I really don't know if he's the expert. I'm going to say it. He's not the expert.
If he's not apple reviewer expert, then who is he as a person? He's a Mii Brawler who likes to destroy dreams. Anyway, let's see these apples as he goes up against Justinbyleth.
Alrighty, and we do see the landing in the air as well as the back airs, but pretty good starting coming out from Apple Reviewer as he is finding his footing against Justinbyleth. Justin going to be hanging out at the center of the stage as well, trying to get some of these landing aerials, and then able to get the tether for the Sword of the Creator, actually going to be grabbing into the Nair. And we have brought ourselves back to an even game, getting started with a lot of this neutral.
It's a very interesting matchup because you do have a character that needs to play at kind of a mid-range and have really good out-of-shield options versus a character that is all about getting up in your face. So it's going to be important how you approach shield, how you get out of it, as well as what Apple Reviewer is going to be looking for. Are you going to be looking for up tilts? Are you going to be looking for nairs? Are you going to just be looking for grabs into the down throw thrupper? Who knows?
Yeah, this is going to be the flowchart that we are expecting to see. And Justin able to recover thanks to the Sword of the Creator coming back in, but that landing back air from Apple Reviewer sending him right back off stage. The Nair coming out as well as the neutral beat from Justinbyleth, and actually going to be getting the tail end of that down smash, actually going to be getting that first stock for Justinbyleth.
That must have been one of the LSAT questions. What's the optimal punish out of parry shield?
I'm going to save that. If I ever take the LSAT, I have to remember that. But as we return to this Angel platform, do see a whole lot of these landing back airs and nairs coming out from Justin, finding himself off stage. He is stalling a bit in order to recover as Apple Reviewer opts to hop at the ledge, looking for a potential edge guard. That up air coming out from Apple Reviewer, now looking to see how Justin recovers in order to get one of his tried and true kill confirms, especially at 168%, way past full rage for Justin. So any extra credit that he gets is going to be huge and pivotal for him.
Apple Review is putting out a lot of damage, but it doesn't look like he's being able to close out any of these stocks. He has a suplex out of shield, which is, again, racking on the damage, but that's never going to kill.
Yeah, absolutely. And that down throw definitely not going to kill at nearly 200%. Justin has really been running away with this game. That Thrupper going to be taking his stock. However, at a deficit, Apple Reviewer really needs to find some adaptations quickly in order to get this stock back in his favor.
And he has the mobility for it, too. He does have the flip kick as well to recover, probably get around those platforms. But you know what? We got the Tri-State Twister right there. Doesn't get caught by it. Ooh, but this is a lot of damage as he tries to just close the distance there. Oh, and we get an edge guard. Apple Reviewer just throwing everything out he can, but dies for it. Justinbyleth takes game number 1.
Absolutely beautiful final stock from Justinbyleth, really running away with that as well with the 2 stock against Apple Reviewer. It really seemed as though, I will say, Apple Reviewer has the advantage with regards to frame data as the faster, maybe a bit more lithe character. Someone like Justin had to rely a lot on his landing airs, back airs in order to establish pressure and stage control, and it seemed as though, I will say, Apple Reviewer gave him far too much time and space. That was the issue.
And that's really what we have to focus on. It's the space. We're going back to a very large stage, and Apple Reviewer needs to stay in and kill.
Yeah, this is a pretty decent stage for Apple Reviewer, especially with the center platform for him to try to get his down throw thrupper confirmed. But it seems as though Justin is going to also be trying to take advantage of the stage, not going to follow up up with that back air. However, has Apple Reviewer off stage, a good down smash at ledge, as well as Apple Reviewer utilizes the flip kick in order to get back to center and try to regain some stage control. Good spot dodge from Apple Reviewer as he's trying to get a bit of a thrupper, but not able to get it either. At 107%, Apple Reviewer is still finding himself at a deficit.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get these up tilts. He's trying to just kind of play at this weird mid-range for Justinbyleth to throw out a move first to punish. It's not really working out. Justinbyleth is really mixing up those timings, so Apple Reviewer isn't really able to punish out of advantage. Because look at this, a dash attack into nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really disappointing if I could use such a
He
strong...
didn't have a jump. Okay, that was smart.
That
Never
was very
mind.
good. That
Apple
was very
Reviewer
good.
is so back. He's not a Red Delicious. He's a sweet tango.
All right, very good from Apple Reviewer. As I was saying, though, I do wish that he were following up a lot more. And then the moves that he seems to be opting to use are not ones which combo into anything. That's why he is not getting his kill confirms as he wants. But Justinbyleth going to be getting a little bit overzealous by running in there, but able to get his nair and not taking... Oh, yeah, that's the stock. Never mind. That's the stock gone. And
if it didn't kill, man, I'd be so sad.
Yeah, I would be pretty sad if I were Justin. All right, as we are coming back in, does seem to be missing the grab, and then Justin able to recover to the center of the stage. Apple Reviewer has him pretty high up, and Justin able to use the Sword of the Tether in order to recover a nice back air at the ledge as well. Going to be burning that flip jump, and then finding himself off stage yet again. Very smart from Justin, knowing that he lost those resources and able to get that stock with the back air.
Justinbyleth is just able to really take advantage of the stakes that Apple Reviewer throws out more than Apple Reviewer is to him. Try to go for the ledge trump, doesn't get it. Instead, he's being put in a juggle situation, but at least he gets out of that and back at ledge, not pressuring as he should be, giving just too much respect into the jab block. I was looking really snazzy right there.
Really snazzy. I mean, that's a nice word to say, but the down tilt trying to get the Sword of the Creator as well in order to get one of his back air confirms. Justin knows that he is absolutely at that percentage, and that is going to be yet another two-stock for Justinbyleth over Apple Reviewer.
He was just perfectly in range, and I think Apple Reviewer is a little enraged by it.
I would say he looks a bit miffed.
He looks like he just bit into a palm.
Or a Red Delicious, more accurately.
Oh, no. God, if you cross those two together, that'd be a monstrosity.
That'd be terrible.
I'm going to give that out to kids at Halloween. Teach them a lesson.
I know your house is going to get toilet papered.
Joke's on them. I live in an apartment building.
Oh.
Too high.
All right, but going back into the set, we do have Apple Reviewer trying to maintain some of his stage control, but Justin going to be using the landing nair in order to try to upset that a bit. Off stage, going to be going pretty quickly with the Sword of the Creator, the down tilt into the back air for Apple Reviewer. Another back air at 128%. Justin is at a little bit of a deficit going into this third game, which could be big for Apple Reviewer if he's able to extend this damage. Neutral B coming out, and then Justin not able to follow up with the back air, but still has the Sword of the Creator in order to recover, sending Apple Reviewer back to the other side, and instead Apple Reviewer now has the stage advantage, and that is absolutely the stock, the Mach Punch coming out from Apple Reviewer.
This is exactly the kind of aggression I wanted to see in these last two games. You know, kind of turn on the yeast factor right here. Be like, oh, well, okay,
Byleth
all right,
mind control.
kill him!
Byleth mind control! That was the shield break, the tried and classic Justinbyleth shield break. As you saw, that stock is gone, and now we have got ourselves yet another even game.
You know, I'm going to invoke maybe a... I know that Justin has a little bit of a scaredy factor about this, but I'll invoke Evo Moments at 37. Let's go, Justin.
Oh, and missing the thrupper, that is really big, especially at the percentage that Justin is right now. That could have been the stock for Apple Reviewer. However, has him off stage yet again, and air dodging away.
Again?
And yet another Byleth
Holy
shield
hell.
break. You can hear them going crazy into the F smash. That is going to be Justinbyleth. Yet another shield break, and up in percentage, up a stock right now if he can land. But that back air coming out from Apple Reviewer going to be bringing us right back to even.
You know he's going to do it again. He's going to be fishing for that. He's got to get the hat trick.
I mean, these are the first shield breaks that we've seen this entire set, but he absolutely waited for game number 3 to find that pressure. You know, essentially classically conditioning Apple Reviewer in order to find those. Not going to get that F smash, however, able to recover, and now Apple Reviewer knows that Justin is looking for these, so he is throwing out anything he can. Actually not going for the Thrupper there, a little bit too early to kill, but the F smash yet again, just going to be waiting that out. So good on Apple Reviewer for choosing not to challenge that.
All right, instead right here, Justin crossing up at the perfect time. No Oki here instead, just lets Apple Reviewer recover. All right, mixes up the cross up on the shield as well. And now they're both playing at this mid-range here. Oh, Apple Reviewer just wants that Thrupper, the up air into it. This is the aggression that he needs. This is the opportunity to close out this game and get one on the board. Doesn't matter how many shields you break, it's who wins.
It is absolutely who wins, and Justin knows that he has to be so careful when he lands, but when Apple Reviewer odds off stage, he is on the back foot. Justin trying to look for these landing back airs as well, just trying to get any sort of damage as possible. The side B coming out from Apple Reviewer. However, Justinbyleth just trying to find those landing nairs, and it is going to be the back air that takes game number 3 for Apple Reviewer.
My apologies to Justin. I think your superstition is right about Evo Moment 37.
Yeah, you can see the FGC nod, just like, yeah, I saw that coming.
You can't style on somebody like that and not expect them to wake the hell up.
I don't think we've seen the last of the Byleth shield breaks. If I can see the future,
okay,
that's what I would say.
It's going to be last stock, last hit situation shield break.
That would be insane, actually.
But we're going to Battlefield. What do you think about this counter pick?
All right, so Battlefield, this is a really great stage for Apple Reviewer because it gives him the option of the tri-plat, so more space for him in order to get that down throw Thrupper and then kill even sooner at the higher platform. However, this stage does give Byleth a lot of space as well, just not the same advantage, I would say, for someone like Apple Reviewer.
Yeah, and it looks like if he does want to camp there with the arrows, he can do so. But it looks like he's just at 96%, almost at triple digits already, 30 seconds into the game. Apple Reviewer is playing so well right now.
I would say, though, if Justin is playing this matchup correctly, he is still not, or rather, if Apple Reviewer plays this matchup correctly, Justin will not get the chance to camp. And it seems to be that Apple Reviewer is pretty keen on closing out this spacing, as he knows that that is so important to Justin. Not going to be getting the shield break, but a big down smash from Justin. Going to be pretty crucial in order to try to make up some of this stage control. Sword of the Creator not going to be meeting its mark, but these landing nairs trying to get something going for himself, and that Thrupper still too low and not enough damage, but full rage for Justin right now. This is going to be the time that he is looking to take as much damage as possible.
It at least puts Justin on notice here, and Apple Reviewer takes that first stock, first blood. I do fear that Apple Reviewer is going to start really picking up on these ledge stalling options that Justin is throwing out. At some point, he's just going to drop down there or just do a forward smash.
That's definitely something that we haven't seen yet from Apple Reviewer, so I'm wondering if it's something that he is either saving or just hasn't caught on to yet. My hope from a unbiased perspective, absolutely,
unbiased
is that
always.
unbiased as always, but going to be losing that stock as we come back to an even stock percentage. Now, Justin off stage, still a force to be reckoned with these landing nairs. However, the side B from Apple Reviewer going to be going in, and it's actually Justin finding that back air from the Sword of the Creator, the down throw. Still looking for the Thrupper, and there it is, as I said, at the top of the platform. You have to be so wary of those, but able to take that stock in such quick succession.
Are we going to do it again? Looks like Apple Reviewer really wants to get to game 5.
Yeah, I mean, this would be our first game 5 if we get it. But going to be going in for the on this platform. We do see Justin able to use his neutral B, trying to get that landing nair, and no F smash. Unfortunately, that is going to be Apple Reviewer punishing with an F smash of his own. Coming back to the center of the stage, the down tilt from Apple Reviewer, not going to be tripping up Justin just as much as he wanted, but at his final stock, Apple Reviewer absolutely has this in his clutches yet again with the Thrupper from the top platform. Game number 4 for Apple Reviewer.
And I really think that Justin was caught off guard by him finally figuring out exactly how to pressure that re-grab, because it did put him in a bad position where he went back to center stage, up tilt, up air, Thrupper.
The hard thing for Justin, I think, is that he realizes this. And now that it has been figured out, I think he's like, carefully planning, like, what is your next move? Now that he's figured this out, like, what do you do?
We go to PS2, that's what. That's
Oh.
where he won the first game. We're going to relive the magic here. Unless Apple Reviewer clutches up.
Absolutely possible, but when you misinput a thrupper like that, it does give Justinbyleth a little bit of an advantage. As we are coming back to the Pokeball, it is the Nairs coming out from Justinbyleth yet again, trying to put a bit more damage and shield pressure onto Apple Reviewer. Perfect parry, however, from that back air. It's now Apple Reviewer opting to go for the side B, but not that get-up attack perfectly missed the F-smash from Justin. So, good option from Apple Reviewer there in order to avoid it.
All right, now Justin is having a bit of a hard time. He's not able to play at this mid-range that he really likes. He has been catching a lot of these jumps with the Nairs, but Apple Reviewer right there up in the air. He's been able to fight his way back to center stage every single time without much contest.
No, and that's something really important that you pointed out, because that is such a key part of this matchup and something that I'm surprised we haven't seen capitalized on more. As Justin is able to recover with the Sword of the Creator, it is going to get interrupted by Apple Reviewer going for that back air and continuing on with this pressure. Going to be at his seconds with 2 stocks now. Justinbyleth just really looking for anything he can, but that side B coming out, and now Apple Reviewer really turning on the gas.
Oh my gosh. All right, but right now it looks like Apple Reviewer has backed off a little bit, realizes that, you know what, at 106, I'm not going to be able to really do these combos here as I want. So I'm just going to back off, reset the situation, and then try and bait and punish. Because look, he's just kind of jumping in, empty hopping, shielding. He's off stage for the first time in a little bit. As long as he can make it back, well, he doesn't, so even stocks.
No, good timing there from Justin with the back air, able to take out that stock and just sort of take it where he stood. Apple Reviewer, however, does seem to be going right in, going to be able to follow up while Justinbyleth is off stage, not getting the down tilt. However, air dodging in and going. He air dodged completely in the wrong direction and absolutely threw away that stock. Justinbyleth with an advantage yet again. Now just going to be trying to take as much as he can out of that advantage as possible.
Well, Justinbyleth knows now that Apple Reviewer is going to be playing way more patient than he normally would after that unforced error. It's always unfortunate to see here in Top Cut, you know, your hands get a little slippery, nerves are on you, and you just make a fatal mistake that could cost you the sets.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that he had the bravery to go for yet another air dodge in this scenario, but shows that he is still in this race, and Justin, though, still going to be pulling on some of this damage. That Thrupper going to be taking that stock right where he stands, but at 57%, Apple Reviewer definitely has to be careful as Justin carrying on with the Sword of the Creator and the back air from that Angel Plat. That is game number 5 for Justinbyleth over Apple Reviewer in such a clutch moment.
I know that Apple Reviewer is really going to be kicking himself over that